The Dynamite Kid. I know down deep that you've got lots to know about Dynamite Kid, and just clue me in. What do you think of the big split with him and Davy Boy Smith?
Well, I think there's no doubt about it. The British Bulldogs were perhaps the world's best tag team. They were, in fact, world champions for many years. Perhaps the best recognized tag team in the entire world. They were known and loved in Japan, all over the Far East, in North America, in Europe, in Africa, throughout Asia. The British Bulldogs, of course, are no more. And how do I feel about the split? Like all wrestling fans, I'm saddened by it. I am disappointed. And yet, I cannot help but look forward to the dogfight of the decade when these two warriors, Davy Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid, meet as enemies in the ring.
Well, you know, I do a lot of traveling, James. I go all over the world. There's not a place that I haven't been that I don't hear about the big fight that's going to take place in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. All they can talk about is Dynamite Kid and Davy Boy Smith, a dogfight of the decade. And they all want to know the same thing that Ed Whalen and Jim says: Brown, you're responsible. I want the people to know out there that I wasn't responsible for the breakup of the British Bulldogs. It was Davy Boy Smith.
And if you believe that, we have some real estate in the Everglades swamplands available for a very good price. Dynamite Kid right now dominating this bout. Ron Ritchie has been unable to really get underway. He's been outside on the concrete thanks to some maneuvering by the Dynamite Kid and by his manager, the Weasel. But Dynamite Kid looking in fine form. 1, 2, about 2.5.
To me, it's got to be the great matchup of all time, you know. They talk about professional wrestling around the world, Ed, Jim. I'll tell you, this has got to be a matchup that everybody in the country will want to see. And they tell me that the tickets are going in groves. Thousands are going every day. So we know it's going to be a big sellout. So you people, get your tickets early, because there's not going to be any left to see this great match. And I'd fly around the world to see it. That's how much I think of it. And I tell you, talking to both of them, interviewing both of them over the last 3 or 4 months, I'd say the match to me would be a toss-up. But right now, I'm going to lean out a little bit and lead towards Dynamite Kid, because I think he's got so much on the ball.
Well, Dynamite Kid has great speed and great toughness. Just gave that big elbow to Ritchie. Again, just a 2 count. Ritchie gets his foot up on the rope. But you have to give Dynamite Kid perhaps the edge in speed. You have to give Davy Boy Smith the edge in strength. And I'd say it's about a draw in terms of toughness and courage. Right now, Ritchie making a spirited comeback, and he's got the Dynamite Kid in a little bit of trouble. You didn't expect to see Ritchie come back, did you, Bulldog?
Well, I expected him because I've been watching him now for the last 4 or 5 months. He's a great man after 7 or 8 minutes. When you think he's done, he's just starting. Ritchie's a great competitor. And listen, even if he goes on to lose to the Dynamite Kid, there's certainly no disgrace in his part, because Dynamite Kid has beaten them all.
Oh, that big headbutt. Ritchie might not get out of this one, too. Oh, he just gets out. David Putnam, the referee, had his hand only inches from the canvas for that 3rd count, but somehow Ritchie managed to pull out of that pin. Dynamite Kid, 1, 2, again, about a 2.5 count.
Well, he's taken 2 or 3 counts in a row of 2 counts. So we know now down deep that Ritchie's in big trouble. So if he's going to come out of it, he better come out of it real quick, or this match is goodbye.
Oh, caught him with a knee coming off the 2nd rope. Goes for the pin again, too. Again, a 2 count, but you're right. Ritchie has been taking a lot of punishment. Abu Weasel pacing around at ringside, He wants a quicker count. Here comes Ritchie. Ritchie fighting back. This man has courage, drives the head of Dynamite Kid into that turnbuckle, and Ron Ritchie has made a glorious comeback. Now, if he can just keep this momentum.
Keep it going and don't look at me and you. And don't look at the wrestling fans. This is where he's making his mistake. If he's got a chance to upset the greatest wrestling machine in the world, like Dynamite Kid, stay right after him. Because if you don't, hey, it'll be over.
He's got him down 2. Just a 2 count, very close, however. Ron Ritchie has made a spirited comeback, and what looked like it could be an easy win for Dynamite Kid is turning into quite a bout. There's a power slam. Ritchie on top, 2. Again, just a 2 count. Both wrestlers showing amazing courage.
Now he's going up to the top rope, taking too much time. And see this now. This is what happens when you take too much time.
And he did make that fatal mistake. Dynamite Kid, one of the hardest heads in pro wrestling, uses that big headbutt, and now he's going to fly.
See how fast he gets up there? He's just like lightning, you see, and he always gets his spot.
It is all over. That flying headbutt caught Ron Ritchie in the heart area. Right off the top rope, Dynamite Kid looking impressive once again. He is primed for the dogfight of the decade.
Well, Jim, all I can tell you is it was a great warm-up match. It was a great match. Ritchie made a couple mistakes. He paid for it dearly, but you can't take nothing away from that Dynamite Kid. He's a wrestling machine to me, and he's going to prove it in Calgary next month.
He is a good one. Now, Bulldog Bob is going to head up into the ring and have a chat with the Dynamite Kid.
Dynamite Kid. You know, been watching him for the last 5, 6, 7 years. I saw them come and go. Dynamite, I reported to him on the air. You remind me of a lot of a great wrestling machine. And the wrestling machine will take place at the Corral next month when you get your long-awaited battle. Like I said, I picked you to beat Davey Boy Smith because I really do think that you're the better man.
That's right, Mr. Brown. Davey Boy Smith, the contract is signed and it's going down. One-on-one, Smith. You're going to get in a squad circle with the best technical wrestler in the world today. I just took it easy on Ron Ritchie, but it only took me 3, maybe 4 minutes to put him away. It's going to take me, maybe, if you're lucky, 5 minutes before I break you in 2 pieces. Smith, Bulldog fight of the decade, I'll break you directly in 2. And you can take that from me to you and all the morons watching.
You know, Dynamite, getting back to, they call you cocky, smart aleck, and they call you all the names in the world. But let me remind them one thing. They don't understand anything you say, you back it up. And boy, what a machine you are. You're a great hero to professional wrestling. And I'll tell you one thing, and I'd fly around the world to see that match.
That's right. One more thing, Smith. I'm a man of action, not words.
It's coming.